Hey everyone, welcome back to the last Remnant Remastered, and it's been a little bit since I played this. I kind of had to intersplice a October game in the list because I wanted to get the October game out, but then I had some computer issues and it's been not fun. So I have a little bit of a confession to make. This is not my save file anymore. It's not anything. Well, actually, it is quite massive. As you can tell, my battle rank is level 69, and my stats are pretty high up there. But, yeah, let's go to my actual save file. All right, there's a big reason why I jumped up 39 battle ranks. My computer, like I mentioned, was kind of out for a little bit, so I kind of had to do stuff in the meantime. So I grinded a lot. Because I wanted, as you can tell as well, you can probably see why. Number 4 there is listed as Zulian, which normally it's Jaeger. Jaeger's still in the party, I just swapped them around. The reason for that is because I was trying to learn a very, very specific art called Cahexia. Gets rid of all the AP of a foe, like of the union that the foe's in, pretty much whoever it hits, it just AP's gone. It is suspiciously useful. It's not terribly useful. I mean, it's really good for boss encounters and stuff, and it's really nice. But the problem is it's only really truly reliable if they're in the top slot. Pretty much, like if they're in any other slot, it doesn't appear as often. But the reason for me doing all this very, very specific grinding in order to just sit there and just have a lot of stats going on is because I'm about to fight the Fallen. I think I could probably beat him now without Cahexia due to all the grinding I did. I really had nothing to do. So I was just like, I'm just gonna see if I can get Cahexia. Oh my gosh, I was not prepared for how many battles I had to do, casting hexes constantly. But anyways, I've kind of been wasting a little bit of enough time here, so let's head over to Baluk. And we're going to go inside of the Poob here, mainly because I need to get the quest. Alright, so we look for this gentleman right here. Also, you can see some of our other characters in the background, which if we wait until they're red, we can get their usual chum bonuses, but it'll take a bit. So, the time draws closer. It will soon be awake. It, which was once sealed within the Brimulusbus, the Fallen. I don't even know if I even said that right. Brimulusbus. Yes, I actually did kind of say it right. The Fallen. Centuries ago, a monster suddenly appeared and threw the world into turmoil. Nothing but chaos and fear. I didn't even say turmoil right. I said Brimulusbus pretty well, but then turmoil, I'm like, the ignorant civilians, seeing the magnitude of its power, began referring it to as a divine being. According to him, the beast was created by the world to destroy remnants. I care not why it exists, simply that it does. That thing is the cause of my chained existence, hence it must be destroyed. Come and see its defeat with your own eyes. I'm there! I admire your spirit. You do not need to find meaning in this battle, merely pleasure. I'm all about fun! Come with me. So yes, we get the quest. Yeah, it's kind of shocking having a cutscene for what is essentially a side quest battle, which is really cool in its own right. But the Fallen, this guy is going to be plenty tough because my battle rank is sufficiently high up there, I should say. But as long as I do enough damage each turn, I should be okay. The only issue is I only can have one target, so pretty much what I get is what I get. I can't swap over to different targets and hope to get better movesets. So pretty much what I got is what I'm going to be dealing with. So I am going to just use some Mystic Arts here. And then just have everybody do their own thing. Which in this case, I'm just going to have them just do some damage. But also, as you can tell, we have an extra union. It's a guest, and they are nowhere close to my attacks and levels and stuff, but that will get there. But the reason I have Zulian in the front is so I have Cahexia as an option. This battle is unique in that it only has 10 turns. Pretty much at the end of each turn, it's going to do a different sort of attack, including whatever it does whenever you hit it normally, but each different attack is different on the 10 turns. But on the 10th turn, it casts a spell called, or a move anyway, called Armageddon. Instant party wipe, game over. So you gotta do this in 10 turns. And you also gotta kinda do enough damage to make sure that when it heals itself naturally, it doesn't decide to use a different healing spell and just heal itself up to full on the 7th turn. So, gotta do a lot of damage. We're off to a great start with it dodging things, of course. But as long as I'm doing a certain amount of damage each turn, I definitely got this in the bag. I just gotta be careful with how much. Alright, well that's a great start. Ow. The nice thing is, since it went, once Cahexia goes off, if it doesn't dodge it, it will have AP for it to drain. If it used Cahexia like before it even went, it wouldn't have mattered because it would have just got AP. I hit the wrong button, but that's okay. I'm still doing an okay amount of damage for now. Okay. Totally okay with that. And the nice thing is, it's not doing any sort of special attacks on this group, which means that I can just use Cahexia like it's no problem. Thank you. Also, I'm actually kind of shocked that I didn't get it because when I was grinding, I got David's like group to basically, to almost have the gay bog like every single turn, and it's hilarious. But now I should probably focus on healing as well as attacking, so I'm just gonna do a keep your HP up sort of deal. I could do a strike from the sides combination, or I can just sit here and try to do more damage. I don't want everybody to heal because it's gonna be kind of dumb if I did that, because I won't be doing enough damage each turn. But as you can tell, it skipped doing its attack because I did have Cahexia go off, which I am going to constantly do to avoid any of its attacks going. It's not that big of a deal. I could probably beat this without it. It's just the fact that I have it, I might as well use it. The only problem is that it costs a lot of AP, so I probably won't have it each turn. But if I do have enough, I think on the 4th turn is where I really gotta worry, and I gotta make sure I have it for the 4th turn. Because the 4th turn, it's like a decently strong thing that it does, and I want to not have that happen. Alright, I also want to make sure I'm doing enough damage with this group. But it's only, looks like it's only going to be 1,000, so that's great. Might as well keep him up too, because that's like extra amount of support. Also, it looks like we have a question mark thing going on, which I'm not too concerned as long as it doesn't immediately kill me. Whoop. Well, we have somebody down, which is kind of an issue. Also, did you just see that effect on the torch? That was like really weird. At least you're doing like a decent amount of damage. I mean, it's not great per se, but as long as I'm doing like a certain amount of damage each turn, I am fine. Thanks for the healing. More damage. Okay, that's useful. Really? It's so funny when something that's like paralyzed by a status effect just dodges no problems. Like, whatever. All right, let's see. I still want to do some damage here. So, perfect. That's a good start. Pogus is down, so that could be an issue. But I might be able to just get rid of it later. Strike from the sides with a Cahexia? Fine by me. Good news is it went, so I'm okay.
A strong one, huh? What are you doing?
Okay, I almost screwed that up. Almost screwed that up. I want to make sure I hit all the buttons to do as max amount of damage as possible. Oh, great. Who's gonna die now? Nobody. Okay. I love that he just healed in order to get hit again. That one gave me a lot of, thank you. Nice. I don't know why you're complaining, I just did a lot. Speaking of the HP values and stuff, yeah, wow. Okay, I am happy with that result. Yeah, this battle is not gonna be that much longer at this rate. As long as it's in the red now, and I'm doing a lot of damage, and it's not even the 4th turn yet. I think it's the 4th turn. Yep, this is pretty much done. Okay. I worried so much for nothing, and I'm kind of really glad about it. But yeah, the whole grinding aspect of it kind of killed it for me a little bit, because the fact that it's like, oh hey, I went from like 6,000 to nearly max health with most parties kind of bugs me. But at the same time, I am going to probably split to a 5th union at some point, so that the HP values will go down anyway. These are going to be split. Let's see, I could probably get somebody to come back to life, because unless it's just gonna heal number 5. Great. You know what, just do some damage. Alright, well, this is a problem. I wanted Cahexia on the 4th turn, and now I'm not getting it. But if he dies, totally fine. Yep. That's what I wanted to avoid. That's okay, as long as it doesn't kill anybody, I'm fine. Ah. Alright. Oh, that's a problem. Fourth turn is not going so well for me. But hopefully we can turn that around. I really... Okay, that's kind of a problem. Need to see if I can do something about that. Alright, well, that happened. Great, that's the one I wanted to avoid. Ah, boy. That works for me. Yeah, this turn is going to suck. Okay, let's see what I can do. You are the worst person to have a botched action. You could have revived Rush and everything would have been fine. The one thing I didn't want to have happen happened. All right, well, I might be okay still depending on the rest of the turn. Okay. Oh, great. Oh, that's fine, honestly. It's a gas union. Don't really care that much. And this should help for the end of turn nonsense. Oh, or you could just die.
I've gotten a little stronger.
Okay. I learned, like, nothing from that. We did it! No, you didn't. You were dead. The Fallen is dead! Now I can finally fulfill my dream. I can destroy him. I can feel it. I can feel his soul grasping desperately to this world. It's time to die, fool. I apologize. I was merely caught up in my own exhilaration. Here is a token of my gratitude. Haha! Awesome. The Breath of the Omnipotent item is pretty much just a thing that says, hey, you beat the Fallen, and it awards you the trophy / achievement. And we get the Alabaster Orb, which means we could use wards now. Yay. And to get the Stone of the Imperator. No need to worry, he is next. I will take care of him. And so after that quest, if we can head into the guild, we can actually employ him for a lot less money than this guy for some reason. Why do you cost so much? Why? Okay. There we go, and we got Winegale. And no task had been completed. But we can actually check him out if we wanted to, which in this case, I don't think he's anything too special. But he does have a lot of great moves, so honestly, he is a decent replacement for, in this case, it would be Caedmon, but the problem is Caedmon is overly lowered by this point, so using him is a little bit of an eh. Same thing with Haruko that I got in the last quest for hearts. Alright, so if we talk to this guy right here, he'll tell us about Cianbur, which is nice. And if we just keep talking to him, he just keeps telling us random nonsense. You unlock this path by talking to the knowledgeable Yama in Athlum at a very specific point. Pretty much, like any point after, like, Rush's parents, like, talk about the academy and stuff. I forget exactly when, off the top of my head. I'll probably post it up on screen in a second. But, yeah, this area, you just kind of have to find the way through. Every single one of these areas leads to an area called the Final Fortress. We're not heading there right now. We're actually heading to an area that is basically accessible through the DLC normally. Like, you get the item in order to get it, and then you get it to, like, a certain point. Hello. Thank you. And that should put my dig count at 15. Yep. But the item that we get for beating the Fallen in the PC version onward, which in this case PS4 version, if we head all the way up here, any day now, there it is. We'll see this very fancy door right here. If we bind the key Remnant, we could open it up. And access a DLC area, which is what it essentially is called the Ancient Ruins. There is no map at all. Pretty much once you enter this place, you are kind of dead set on it. You can leave at any point, really. You can just kind of click on this door and just head straight to the world map. But, you know, it just unlocks the Ancient Ruins. Now you can just head there without having to go through the second path, which is hilarious to me. That you go here and you go a teeny bit and then you wind up all the way over here. I feel like they could have put it like maybe on like the tip of that or something. I don't know. It's a little bit of a weird logistics thing. So now that we defeated the Fallen, which is quote unquote one of the hardest bosses in the game. If I didn't have Cahexia, I have a feeling it might have been. but because I did witness one of the attacks, which kind of ruined me a little bit, but it wasn't that big of a deal. I recovered from it pretty quickly. I opened up the ancient ruins by going through the second path. Just got to make sure that you have that accessible by talking to the Yama in Athlum in Virtus Parish. Just make sure that you've done that. Otherwise, there is another way to access it. You gotta go through the third path and then through the final fortress, which will take some time to even do anyway, and then you'll be able to access the ancient ruins that way. I'm not doing the ancient ruins just yet, but they are unlocked. I will get to them later because it does have some of the best equipment in the game that you can make by going there, but then you also need stuff to make said equipment, so yeah, it's a little bit of a task. It is a big task, and that will probably be having some time dedicated to it. But now I think I got all the quests done. For now, anyway. There are some more, and I think I got all the ones that I need. I'm like at a cutoff point again. So I think the Gates of the Seed and the Sword of the Dead is one of them, and then the Fallen quest, which I had both of those done. I don't have to worry anymore. I can head to the Underworld. It's all set. I think there are a couple more. I'm not exactly sure. I'll post it on screen exactly which ones that you need to have done before you head into the Underworld. Right about now. There it is. It's probably somewhere on there. Future me, do that. Anyways, yes. With that, we are going to head to the Underworld on the next episode. I am so happy to finally start doing some more story-based content in this game again, especially after all my computer problems. I'll see you all then.